Welcome to the Blue Cup in the Attic. This is Kimmy Wyatt. No portion of the Blue Cup in the Attic may be used without the expressed written consent of Kimmy Wyatt. That's me. This Blue Cup in the Attic is called Gang Stalking, How Asians Are Involved, as promised. A couple of announcements. Please join the YouTube channel and be sure to click the notification bell so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post up. Donations. If you would like to send me donations, please look where the text is posted and you will see information on that. But I want to thank you in advance. I don't care if it's $2. I really, really appreciate your donations because a lot of people don't realize this has been happening to me probably longer than I realized. As a matter of fact, I know it's longer than I realized. However, once I realized that I am being gang stalked, group stalked, electronic stalked, a couple of terms I want you to look up as well. That's when my whole life turned around and I have not been able to make money. And of course, once I found out I'm a targeted individual, another one, and found out what the goals of the gang stalkers is, one of those goals is to stop the person from making money. There's 4 goals of gang stalkers want targeted individuals to not do or do. And one of those is to totally halt them from making money. And a lot of people don't realize they want them to depend on a system because money can make you do what wonders. You have money, you can move, you can go to Acapulco, you can go to Jamaica, you can literally just remove yourself from the situation. And yes, they will probably find you, but you're in Jamaica. They're not going to fly to Jamaica and find you. Now, totally not true in some cases. If you are an individual that is targeted and they really, really, truly, someone that's paying is just totally infatuated with you, usually outside of the U.S. from another country, they're going to do what they have to do because that person has what? Money. Okay. These are people in the oil industry, people where money is totally not an object to them, and you are an object of their desire. Put both of those together, they're going to find you. Now, like I said, it may take 5 years, but you're going to slip. Oh, I'm in Jamaica. I'm in Jamaica on the beach. Oh, Jamaica. Okay, I'd like to get a plane ticket to Jamaica, please. Come on now. So you got to be careful even after you move what you say. But back to what I was saying, and as far as the announcements, donations, please scroll where the text is posted for donations, and I appreciate it, but my life has been halted, so I am not able to make money like I normally would, or else I would not be asking for donations. I really appreciate it. Also, if you can't send donations, but would love to send donations, please know I love you just as much. I've been there where I wanted to participate in something and I couldn't. Because I didn't have the funding. So do me a favor and just listen to the videos. Join the channel, first of all, since you're not paying. Let me tell you what I need you to do. I need you to join the channel. No, I'm just joking. Please subscribe to the channel. But most importantly, please pass this information on. Okay. And you know, that about targeting and all of that. Okay. And spying and the whole thing. A couple of terms I want you guys to look up. I've already said 4 of them, 3 or 4, but I'm going to go over them again. And I said, I want you guys to look up these terms. Normally I would say, please look up these terms. No, I really want you guys to look up these terms because it's going to seal the deal on what's going on in my life and a whole bunch of other victims' lives as well. Okay. First term I want you to look up is gang stalking. You can put that word together or separate it. Gang stalking. I usually separate it. Now here's a correction. I have been saying gang stalking together or separate. I keep it together. No, I actually separate gang stalking. However, that's up to you. Group stalking and gang stalking are basically the same thing. But, you know, and I'm going to tell you why it's important that you still look up both of those. Electronic stalking. Yes, your electronics, even besides your phone, can be spying on you. Okay, this is high-tech equipment. This is why, and keep up with me. I said high-tech equipment. Who makes high-tech equipment? Who makes equipment that is not produced in the masses, but it's available in certain circumstances? Okay, who produces everything that, speaking on the U.S. that we use, basically? I'm talking from clothing, buttons, it doesn't matter. You guys probably have already answered that. Okay. I need you guys to look up. So like I said, your refrigerator, you could be basically stalked by anything electrical. Okay. And let's see, gang stalking, group stalking, electronic stalking. I need you to look up targeted individual. Targeted, Targeted. Look up targeted individual, and that's going to seal the deal as well. I need you to look up empath, EMPATH. I am an empath. Okay, nothing special. I'm going to tell you how I feel if I have to. So please don't think when you look this up that empaths are special people and we have a crystal ball and we can tell the future and we're just right there up under God. No, empaths are chosen at birth, however, or while in the womb or conceived. This is true. However, please don't get it twisted. Empaths are truly messengers. We are placed on the planet to warn people of anything evil. Okay, that's it. We curse. I do. And I've been asking God to forgive me for that because I've been cursing a lot here lately. And since this has started with me, and that's not whom I am. So, you know, it is what it is. So we're normal. We just have a heightened sense of perceiving things and knowing this and that. And also, what am I trying to say? Discernment. We have a very, very, very high sense of discernment. We can look at something and tell something is about something's going to come out of that, not good. And, we're right. I'm not going to even say in most cases we are. Okay. And what we'll do once we find something out is, hey, be careful, those types of people. All right. Now, here's the deal. Just because you are an empath, if you're an empath, you're going to be targeted. That's the order of things. It's satanic. You're warning people of things. You are going to be targeted. However, just because you're targeted, doesn't mean, or if you're targeted, that doesn't necessarily mean you're an empath. Okay. And I'll say that again. An empath is definitely going to be targeted. Okay. Demonic spirits, people are going to come, all kinds, they're going to get hit at all angles, which is why they're chosen, because they're strong, very, very strong people and very, very God-fearing people and love the Lord, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. However, we're not prophetess and prophets and all of this. And, some of us probably don't even go to church. It's just that's what it is. So, I also need you guys to look up, let me see, gang stalking, group stalking, electronic stalking, targeted individual, empaths. I need empaths, EMPATH. I need you guys to look up organized crime. A lot of you think, oh, I know what that is. I saw such and such and such. I saw that movie and they were, no. True. Because as mentioned in another video, Hollywood is going to do research before they do any type of movie. Before they push it out, they're going to do research. If you have to portray a doctor, guess what? That actor or actress is going to go check out doctor. They're going to get books and they're going to do all of this stuff because they want to play that role, and they want to play that role so that you will believe, which is the goal of drama. And that's to make the person believe you are whom you are portraying. Period. Nothing before it, nothing after. So likewise, if it's a movie about organized crime, guess what? They're going to do research. No, I need you to actually go and look up, and I'll tell you where I want you guys to look these things up. Look up organized crime. Last term, which I think is the utmost term. All of them are important. None more important than the other. However, with this note, I need you guys to look up perps, PERPS. They are around you. Okay? Look them up. They are around you and they exist. Some of the people that you go to work with every day, guess what? When they go home, they're a totally different person. They live two lives in most cases. They are usually related in some cases to people that are around them, around the apartment complex, or the complex, an apartment complex. Okay. A lot of people are related or in some, they know each other in some kind of way. So there's this respect right there straight out the gate. Okay. So no one's going to tell because, you're doing the same thing I'm doing. Why would we rat on each other? That kind of stuff. All right. And, let's see. Oh, that was the last term. So look those up. Now you can look at them up via text, which is okay. But, please look those up via video. The reason why I want you guys to look up via video is because it's going to be longer. You're going to get more information, and you're also, more importantly, going to get opinions and facts from different people. So where would you do that? You need to go to a video platform to do that. And I suggest YouTube. Okay. And you can look up, okay, I have some, but I'm not the only one. So look up several people. When you do that, look up those terms. You're going to see, you know how YouTube works. Look it up. All right. Twist pudding. I have created with 5+ years of research a twist pudding. It did not turn out that way. I was actually doing research for my own personal use for skin and hair. Started researching and started gathering all of this information and I started thinking, golly, people need to know this stuff. And so that turned into me creating my own skin and hair care products. Okay. So where the text is posted, please, if you're in the natural hair care movement and you want to twist your hair or twist it as a protective style or both, yeah, check that out. And right now I have a promo going on where if you order 3 of any of the 2 sizes or 3, just order 3, doesn't matter what size it is, then you're going to get free shipping. There you go. Kimmy this week. I will not be doing any Kimmy this week videos in my apartment, which I am still in my apartment, but there's a countdown, final countdown. I am moving. Yay. Yay. But I won't be doing any videos where I am in a bathroom with the light on, with a phone to my right ear, and I'm talking. Not going to happen. Not only that, it's because it's old, and I got to thinking after I decided not to do the. I didn't decide to not do videos because it's old and no one's doing it. I realized after I decided to stop doing that. You know what? Yeah, because no one is really holding a freaking phone up to their ear doing a video. You're the only one. Trust me. That's still doing that. Not trying to be competitive, really don't care, but it's true. It's old. But not only that, if I had not posted Kimmy this week up by Thursday evening, late Thursday evening, maybe Friday morning, still got 2 days to go. Guess what? My perps, my gang stalkers are going to visit my perps, and they're going to be in the parking lot and they're going to be watching and looking to see me do live. Now, here's the deal. These people love live, LIVE, which is why they're recording you. If you're targeted, gang stalked, they're recording you live so that people can get paid, so that they can get paid. It's something about live video that turns these idiots on. So to watch you doing live anything as opposed to, oh, she's recording, I'll wait until it's finished and I'll just go watch it on YouTube. That is a sane person. An insane person, somnophiliacs in most cases, love to see you sleep, just that whole thing, want to molest you while you're asleep, want to watch you sleep so they're imagining they're raping you and touching on your body while they're asleep. Somnophiliacs, SOMNOPHILIACS, somnophiliac. You can take the S off, or somnophiliacs. Just a whole bunch of crazy idiots. Okay. I don't get it. I don't get it. But yeah, so I'm like, nah, I won't be doing Kimmy this week. Now, I will tell you this. When you listen to this video, or if you scroll where the text is posted, you may see something called My 34 Collections. You may not see it. And here's the reason why. Google has a social media platform as I speak today. This is March. But they're getting rid of that platform, and I am an active member on that platform. Really upset with Google for doing that. And Google is Alphabet Inc. And they have decided to get rid of that platform. I am not a happy camper. I have 34 collections. Go figure. Who does that? So Google gave, okay, that's appropriate, the opportunity to create collections within your main login page or within your brand page. Very smart move. However, they're getting rid of the platform, and I spent a lot of time. So I will say 18 of those playlists have been replicated on YouTube. 18 of those collections, rather, have been replicated on YouTube. The other collections, I'm not for sure. I'm going to go through and see which ones. I know that I will not be able to do my quotes. I have thousands of quotes, you guys, like really, hundreds. Let me say that, hundreds of quotes that some of which I have never published up. So, which was on my agenda. And so, but they're getting rid of the platform. So to go back what I said, if you don't see that link, that is because the link has been removed. They're getting rid of the platform. The demise is April the 2nd, 2019. This is March 20 something. Okay. I don't want to scare you. I know what day it is. So go, 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 go. And look, if you don't see it, like I said, it's gone. All right. I think, business seminars. I'm going to be doing business seminars on business. These are going to be 2-day seminars in the Texas area to start out until I start generating money. And then I will travel. Please know that we're going to eat. Now, let me tell you something. I think outside the box in everything I do. I don't conform to the norm. One of my Soup for the Souls. One of my playlists is called Soup for the Soul, as well as Collection for a minute. for a little bit until they get rid of it. But one of my playlists is called Soup for the Soul. And within that playlist, I have a Soup for the Soul called Never Conform to the Norm. I never have. Okay. I have been in radio and I'm drinking. I'm not talking about water. I just do whatever I want to do. Basically, I do it. Okay. Like right now, I'm recording this and I have my eyes closed and I'm not looking at any paper. It's just straight from the hip. So that is how I operate. All right. So with conform to the norm, that's not me. It's just not me. So we're going to be eating, like I said, and your food's going to be right there on the left or right of your paperwork and all that. And we're going to have a good time. And yes, I don't care about if I'm in the middle of a sentence and you put some food in your mouth. As a matter of fact, your girl here, I'm going to have my plate up at the front with me. How about that? I already know, not planned. I'm going to get a plate too. You guys have plates. I'm going to have one, So we're going to have a good time. And so if you are interested in starting a business, enhancing your business, wondering just how does this all go? And what are these little trinks and trickets that Kimmy is talking about? Because I'm going to tell you, you have no excuses today for not starting a business. Okay. I'm going to talk about the importance of your credit. If you are interested in starting a business, for instance, or better yet, you have been on your job for 10 years. You have saved up $50,000. It can happen, depending on how much you make. Great. You're going to look at longevity. You want a loan, you better have some longevity. But let me tell you what supersedes any amount of years you've been on your job. Okay. Any amount, not any amount of money you have in the bank. They're going to wonder, how long have you had that amount of money in the bank? Did you ever take anything out? Were you always adding to that money? Very critical. But the most important thing they're going to want to know, meaning if you're trying to get a loan, how's your credit? Okay. Period. Oh, that's all good and fine and dandy that you've been on your job for 10 years and you've been profitable and you've been saving money and you've been doing, that's great. But your credit score is, blah, blah, blah. So basically, if you're saving $50,000, yet you haven't been paying your bills, okay, moving right along, not going to work. You're going to get denied. So it has to balance out. So I talk to people about a whole bunch of things and, little, like I said, little tricks and traits of having a business. And that's what we're going to do. And there's going to be a fee, no children. So that it is what it is. And we're going to have a good time. 2-day seminar. That is also inclusive of you being able to, I will mentor you if you have questions and things like that for an amount of time. If you want extended time, there will be a fee. If you want, for instance, when you pay the fee for the 2-day seminar, yes, that's going to include a certain amount of time for me to talk to you basically one-on-one in a session, nothing in person, but to talk to you one-on-one in a session to answer any questions you may have. However, if you want that extended, there will be a fee. Okay, moving right along. I think that's it, you guys, on the announcements, although I really feel like I'm missing something. I don't know what it is. Okay. Well, like I said, join the channel. Now, first of all, I'm going to hurt a lot of feelings. I'm going to step on some toes in this video. I already know. And I shoot straight from the hip and I don't bite my tongue. So with that being stated, I am, I've talked about the Hispanics. I've talked about the Guatemalans, Salvadorans, Hondurans. I've definitely talked about Black African people. What is going on with me? So this is no different. But one of the purposes of the Blue Cup in the Attic, me doing this, is to make you guys aware that this is even happening. and I'm delving off into them very hard, the organization, and I'm dissecting the organization. And here I go again. As promised, in the last couple of the Blue Cup and the Addicts I've done, I said I'm going to talk to you guys about Asians and how they're playing their part in all of this. One of the things I knew from the beginning that was this: whomever is at the top, the very, very top, they have money. They have money. I knew that. If you're able to buy vehicles for perps, now pretending like you're buying buying them when it's income tax time, because I mentioned that they were getting vehicles and it wasn't even income tax time. Did they not know that I knew when I made that statement that when they bought the vehicles next time they were going to buy them around income tax time? Oops, maybe I should have told them that. Okay. I know because I'm mentioning that they were receiving vehicles and it wasn't even income tax time. And I let the world know that this is an idiot criminal. I knew, or these are idiot criminals. I'm like, okay. So what they're going to do next time, Kimmy, is they're going to buy them around income tax time to make it seem legitimate. Didn't work. Maybe worked for some people. Do you really think that I think that you had an invisible job and you have 5 kids and you have a new vehicle? Did you really think that I think that I know for a fact you don't go to work every day, but it's income tax time and now you have 2 vehicles, some 3. I don't know about you, but you're not working with 3 vehicles. Okay, moving right along. Not working, but you got 3 vehicles. Okay. That's the way to keep them quiet. One of the Blue Cups and the Addicts I just recently did was gang stalking, ... Why perps never, let me see, it's one word I forgot. Why they never talk, basically, but that's not the word that was used. Why they keep silent. And then in parentheses, when hardly no one can keep a secret. Please check that out. Everything in there is true. It's because I'm not going to tell you. I want you to listen to it. So moving right along. So I'm just letting you know beforehand that I am going to step on some toes because of revelation, and I'm revealing this to you guys, and you're going to find out some things because I am dissecting the entire organization. Okay, so with that being said, here we go. Okay, a while back when I first found out I was being gang stalked, as you guys, some of you know, I was living in my vehicle. I lived in my vehicle for 6 months, 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment. The people that I met during that time didn't even believe I had an apartment. They thought I was lying, but when they want to come over and take a shower, homeless people, very nice. They, well, can I go to your apartment and take a shower? I may be going back to my apartment to drop off dirty clothes, pick up clean clothes, pick up some toiletries. Befriended them. Some of the most beautiful, not necessarily via physicalities, but personality wise, just regular old people that just don't have a roof over their head. And so, yeah, you can come to my apartment and take a shower. No problem. And some of them, when I knew from when I was, no one that ever came into my apartment I knew when I was in the shelter. No. Okay. So, but I knew how this works. I had been in a shelter. I know that the worst people on the planet are not homeless people. This I did know. I never thought they were, but just confirmation. So, I know we all come from different walks of life and things happen, yada, yada, yada. So I take every attribute into consideration. So yes, you can come to my apartment, take a shower. I know you well enough to let you do that. No problems. But I got this comment from most people. I thought you were lying. I didn't think you had an apartment. They didn't even, if that's the case, they didn't even believe that I was being spied on. They thought, she's losing it. And sadly, you're judged that way because you are not because you're homeless, but because, I found that a lot of homeless people they have some kind of psychological problem, something, something's going on, even if it's just depression, something is wrong. And so, yeah, so what happens is you just get judged straight out the gate, you know, just because you're homeless. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, put your ear up to whatever you're listening to this with, put it up real close, because I've been there. I don't care if you have ever been homeless or not. If you were homeless and didn't notice it, maybe you were homeless had to go to a shelter for 2 or 3 days. I'm talking to you especially too, because you didn't really experience the experience. Okay. Please know, you guys, homeless people are some of the most smartest people on the planet. Brain-wise. I'm going to say that again. Homeless people are some of the most smartest people on the planet. Hands down. If you were to go do an IQ test, or they had to take an IQ test or something, and or the IQ test or whatever, and the main one that this is going to challenge you, see what you know. Do you guys know that I'm not trying to be funny? Most of the people listening to this would fail. That homeless person's going to pass. Very brilliant minded people. No, not everyone. That would be a fantasy or something. I don't know. No, but very brilliant people. And some people will throw that out. If they're so brilliant, why are they homeless? Homelessness has something to do with money, doesn't it? Not their brain. Think about that. What you're saying is everyone who has money is smart. And that's not the truth. Because if you were that smart, you wouldn't have made the statement. Okay? To stop judging people, you guys. And that doesn't mean, oh, there's a homeless person, let me give them some money. No. If you want to give, you give. But please know. I know. I was there. Very brilliant. Just going through some things. Very brilliant and have mental problems. True. Okay. Now, with that being said, while I was there, and I say all that to say this is 2 incidences that happened, one just recently. And I'm going to paraphrase this whole thing, because not paraphrase, but I'm going to do bits and bytes of this right here, because one of the ladies I'd met, her name was Pat. Pat was not homeless, but became homeless in a sense, because Pat was come out of Houston, white lady. And I met her, of course, while living in my vehicle. I knew where to go. I'm around. Okay. And she came, I don't know how she, probably just speaking. I really don't remember how we met, but very, very nice lady. And as a matter of fact, my first camera detector, I got from her. I thought she was joking. I'm going to bring you that camera detector. I have it. I'm thinking, how can you have the camera detector when you are only down here visiting, because you were visiting someone, and when you got down here to Dallas, they weren't at home. They were out of town. And so you went to a shelter. She was coming out of Houston, or she came out of Houston to visit someone, and a couple, and she didn't know they were out of town. This is her story. Okay. I don't know how true this is. I think I would have called to make sure they were in town, but okay. Or at home, and they weren't. So she had to go end up in a shelter temporarily, but I don't know. Either way, just in talking with Pat, letting her know very briefly what was going on with me. And I say briefly because this is what she did. Pat told me what was going on in my life. Because guess what? She was a victim. Pat told me, and white lady though, I mean, when I say they're only watching Black African women, not in the literal sense, but kind of 97% or something like that, they are. With a sprinkle of this race and a sprinkle of that race. And so Pat, I'm like, how did she know that? Not only did she tell me, like, she didn't say, no, because you remember when you look. No, she wasn't telling me exactly what happened event wise in my life. She was just telling me what was happening in my life, what they were doing. And it almost blew me away to finally meet someone who got it. And literally got it. Not only did she get it, she got it. Meaning not only are you telling me what has happened in my life, like I said, not literal, but like event wise, like, okay, and on this day, this is what they did. Not like that. She also was actually a victim in the sense that, and could tell me what had happened to her. It made me relax, you guys. I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only one. Because, before I came along and others, you would have been the only one. A lot of people were victims, probably victims, didn't know they were victims, but were they on YouTube telling people? No. This dude was watching me the whole time, but you're not on YouTube telling people this dude was watching me the whole time. There's a difference. You can talk to one person or you can talk to the masses and let people know what's going on. That's my goal. So what happened with Pat is this, and this is, I have to go by what I remember her saying. Pat told me that out of Houston, met another lady. Let me say this: met another lady, helped this lady get housing. She's out of California, and I remember telling her what was going on. She would not let me utter another word. She said, "No, stop." I was like, no, stop. And we stopped walking. And she kind of got in front of me. She was on the side of me, and she kind of stepped in front of me a little bit. She said, this is what was going on with me in California. Before she talked to me, she had no clue of gang stalking. I didn't have a clue of gang stalking, but she had no clue that she was being spied on. She knew something was wrong, but she had no clue. California. And she said, no, stop. Don't say, no, really, stop. Because she woke up. When you wake up, you're going to go back into your history. You're going to go back into what happened to you 2 years ago. You're going to reckon, it's still there in the back of your head. You've moved on, but it's still there. It's a memory. And when someone says something to you that reminds you of whatever happened, it's going to come to the forefront. And that's what happened with her. She said, no, stop. I said, no, you know me. She said, no, stop. Don't say anything else. And she said, this is what was happening to me in California. I was being spied on. Yeah. And she started telling me little things, oh my God. And this lady had a look on her face, you guys, of total puzzlement. She was just, you're going to do it. You're going to go back over, oh my God, when I got in the shower, when I did this, oh my God. And you're not going to get it all in one day. You're not. That's why I have the Blue Cup in the Attic. One of my playlists is called the Blue Cup in the Attic Circumstance or Evidence. I didn't get it all in one day. As a matter of fact, I was just doing a video, the Blue Cup in the Attic, or I mention it in almost everything, my stalking. So I'm not going to say the video I was doing was the Blue Cup in the Attic, but I will say this. I mentioned in the middle of the video, 2 videos I did right behind each other. Oh my God. I forgot about that. That was happening. But that was way back in 2009. Yeah, I've been stalked for a long time, you guys. They have seen every pubic hair on my body, everything. They've seen everything. One of the reasons why they keep following me. Yeah, they have seen from nipples to butt scratching. I'm just keeping it real. They've seen everything basically that I've done at some point in time in my life. You know how much money they've made off of me? Can you imagine? Think about that. So when she told me and that this was happening to her in California, I let her speak. She started going over incidences of this, that, and the other. It wasn't her speaking. I tuned her speaking out because, okay, I got it. It was the look that she had on her face. It could have won a prize. She had this look, you guys, on her face of, wow, wow. I mean, even more so than wow, even more than wow. It was an unexplained look that you just could not explain. Discovery. There's a good one. Realization. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was the whole time. Here goes Pat. Pat tells me, you know what? I passed by. I walked outside. No, let me go. The first thing she said was hearing two kids talking and one of them saying, she's fixing to have sex. It amazes me how people have gotten their children involved in this. Woo! You know what? I'm going to tell you something. I can do a blue cup in the attic. Once again, no script, just on that topic alone. That's how many idiots, even in this building, have their children spying on grown women and people. You hear me? Not forget this building, this breezeway. And if I want to, I'll get a little more specific. They know their children are involved. Now, of course, they're involved. They know, they're fully aware. Teenagers, whatever, that their children, their seeds are involved as well. Or if they're not doing anything, they don't mind their children being involved, because guess what? They're getting paid. They're getting paid. The children are getting paid. It's a win-win situation. Their children are going to go to prison. It's a win-win situation. Their children are going to grow up raping someone. It's a win-win situation. Their children are going to have the death sentence, the death penalty or whatever. It's a win-win situation. Yes, win-win now. But you're going to be a loser, even more so than you are now, when your child goes to prison. Because guess what? Mom, you remember when you had me going outside? It was okay for me to go outside and put the camera and stuff up against the wall to watch this woman while she was asleep, because her legs were in one direction and she may just open those legs up and we want a coochie shot. They want a coochie shot. Well, now I'm in prison. Thank you very much. You were such a great mom. Idiots. Bona fide, certified idiots. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm not afraid of too many things. I'm not afraid of too many things. No, I'm not. And one thing I'm not afraid of is a ratchet parent. When I tell you, I don't condone in violence, but guess what? There are some parents, I'm telling you, if they were to say the wrong thing to me, I would, you guys, oh my God, I'm going to jail. I'm going to tell you, right, straight out the gate, I'm going to jail. I mean, I'm going to call the police. One of us is going to call the police, and it's probably going to be me, because I already know. You guys, I love children. I love children. I'm going to say it again. I love children. And children love me. And when I see a parent, I take parenting very serious. When I see a parent ruining their child's lives because they are worthless themselves, I swear, I will flip the script. You don't come up and say anything to me. I don't care what you're saying to me. I swear I will get the back of my hand and just totally pimp slap whomever it is, literally. And I know that's going to sound weird to you guys. I'm serious as a heart attack. Something would come over me like that, to the point where I would be that child's advocate right there on the spot, just from you coming and talking to me about, you know what? And don't say anything to me. Don't speak to me. Because at that point, it's not about me. It's about you thinking that, or taking it upon yourself, let me say that, to put your evil thoughts and what's going on with you and what's going on with you in the past. You know, you haven't clarified or cleared up some things in your life. So what you want to do is ruin your children's lives because you are worthless. I take that very personal. Instead of saying, you know what, I didn't have a good life, but you know what, that was my life. I'm not going to put that on my children. Yeah, I would. And it's going to be so hard that you're going to fall, and I'm going to call the police because I shouldn't have been hitting you. So let me go on and call the police because that's what you're going to do. So let me go on and call them. Ding. I'm so mad at some of these people over here that have children, y'all. Ooh-wee. I just shake my head. There's no grand book on raising kids. And I know this is a little off the record. There are books out there, but there's no grand book. I mean, you got to do this. You better do that. Okay. Chapter 2, you did that good. Chapter 1, you graduated. You took the test. You are not graduated. You passed the test. Okay, great. Now we're in chapter 2. Oh my God. This is what you do when he says this. No. There's no book. It would have to be collaborative of this book and that book and that book. And of course, you got to have God off in the mix. I'm going to tell you guys something. These kids, when I see teenagers running rapid and that parent is not grabbing them by their collar and pulling them and jacking them. I mean it. I said it. Grabbing them and jacking them in the right direction. But actually patting them on the butt and pushing them out there in the world and having them do things that that child may want, that they shouldn't be doing. That child may have wanted to go to college at 10. You're not college at 10, but at 10, that child may have wanted to go to college and had planned out, hearing about college, teachers talking, doing her job or his job, coaches saying this, and then here you come along as the one who gave them life and they have to live with you. No. I was telling a lady today, yesterday, it's after 1 a.m. I told her, I said, my daughter, she wanted to travel. Bye. That girl has gone places that I've never gone. But while in elementary. You know why I did that? My son had the opportunity. He was just a different, he was a different branch. Smart, quiet. Then people would call me, where are your kids? They're in their rooms. I'll never hear your kids. You're not. That's how they went. You're not going to hear my kids. Because I respect them and I respect them respecting me. Just like that. Nothing before, nothing after. They're not going to get fly with me. They're not going to do anything that they should not be doing. Simple as that. And I'm going to tell you guys this. That little girl who I oftentimes talk about, who came home one day and told me, Mommy, I got it all down. Guess what? Okay, at 7 o'clock, I'm going to do this. At 6 o'clock, I'm going to do this. And blah, 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 blah. You know what? I sat it there and I said, she means it. She didn't even know that's what I was thinking. I know, girl, that's what you said. You're going to do it. To this day, that little girl who is now grown has done every single thing that she said she's going to do. My son, Mama, well, I got another job. I got to pass the insurance test. Hey, baby, did you pass the test? Yes, ma'am. I'll get my license. It's coming. You guys, it ain't hard. It's not hard. Your kids are going, the apple does not fall freaking far from the tree. If you want no one's perfect. You can be the best parent, did everything that I'm saying, and your child can still do something and go to prison. No, that's not what I'm saying. But if you're not making a freaking effort, don't blame no one but yourself. You sure can't blame anyone. I told my kids, I'm going to be in Acapulco. I'm teaching y'all all this right now. I'm going to be in Acapulco somewhere with a Mai Tai. I don't want to hear you calling me, telling me about what you and your wife got going on. Preacher mode. I don't want to hear it because I'm going to be in Acapulco or somewhere on a beach with my bathing suit on, my 2-piece, and I'm going to be relaxing with that big $$sign hat on my head and my sunglasses. When you call me, you're going to hear waves. That's what you're going to... You're not gonna hear me. Well, what happened? What's wrong with y'all? No, 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 no. Let me tell you, I'm gonna hang the phone up in your face. Excuse me? Why are you telling me? I don't want to hear anything about you and your wife. Get it together. Click. And you wonder why I look so young. I got this down to a science. I am not. You. Well, Mama, look. Blank. I'm not going to say my son's name. I love you. I really do. Right now, what's going on with me right now, son, is that I am on the beaches of this planet right now. I'm on one of them. And guess what? I'm enjoying myself. So I'm hoping and praying that by the time I get back in town, which will be 2, maybe 3 weeks, maybe 4 if I decide to stay, y'all will be back together. Bye. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. I can just hope y'all work that out. I'm sorry. Don't come to me because you know what? That we get too involved in our children, and I know this is off the record. And what happened? You had your problems. Did you want anybody getting involved in your problems when you were married or whatever and doing all this? No, you didn't. I don't care if you called him or not. Who told you to say that? He's not like that. But you call that person. As soon as they voice their opinion, you get mad, knowing that every freaking thing they're saying is the God-given truth. I backs away from it. I'm in Jamaica. Goodbye. No. But her, the girl, the daughter, no bragging. Proud peacock right here. I'm going to tell you something. Everything that little girl said she was going to do, she did it. I let her do it. I don't have enough fingers to name all the stuff she was in when she was in school. I don't have enough fingers. Do it. And that was based on this premise. They had to go to a different school, when I moved and we separated, and I told them just like this, Mommy, I'm going to miss my friends. Well, guess what, dear? Come here. You make the school. The school doesn't make you. Let me say that again. You make the school doesn't make you. What that means, I don't care what school you go to. It is your responsibility to do your best. And if you just heard someone snoring, I have visitors who were up when I started recording, and then I knew they were sleepy because it was like after midnight or whatever. But yeah, and they just took a deep. They feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with them being here. But yeah, so I'm going to get back to it. So to the agents. So I'm just saying, these parents, you guys wake up and smell the coffee. Put your foot down. I find a lot of parents asking the child question. Why don't you do this and that? Why don't you take the trash out? I never ask my children, why don't they do something? I made statements. Questions? What is that? Now I'll let them know who, what, when, where, why, how, when. Who, what I said, who, what, when, where, how. I'm missing one. Who, what, when, where, how. Okay, there it is. Who, what, when, where, how, why. There we go. Who, what, when, where, why, how, and why. You know what I'm saying. I never ask my children questions like, why you, no, look at here. You get in there. Blah, 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 blah. And that's because when I started out when they were young, when they were little kids. I just told someone today, I remember like yesterday, my mother getting mad at me, and I'm going to get back to the subject. My mother got mad at me because I taught my son at the age of 6 how to earn his clothes. Mom, you don't go by the age, you go by the intelligence. Never burnt a thing. Once again, you don't go by the age, you go by the intelligence. My children were intelligent. I moved on with it. He knew how to turn it on, turn it off. He knew how to do this. I'm serious. My son knew how to, he earned his clothes. Washing dishes, please. I don't want you calling me for anything. Do you hear me? When you call me, it's all about, hey, mommy, how you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. Okay, well, just checking on you. Just checking on you. I love you. I love you too. But, we're not going to get on there talking about, Mom, guess what? Okay, Mom, look, guess what? And then, you know what? And then she gonna go over there and she doing all this stuff. And then she gonna call the police on me. And because boy, if you don't get up off my phone with all that, get up off my phone. That's what you do. I ain't hearing all that. When you know better, you know how to handle that. Goodbye. Okay, so moving right along, Asians. I have compiled 13. I may reduce this to 12 things, but let me finish what I was saying. So Pat told me that that was one thing, the children saying, oh, she's fixing to have sex. Now, mind you, these were little kids, 6 years old and all that. I said, you're kidding. But no, she wasn't kidding, because one of the things I noticed where I moved from, and one of the things I noticed about Guatemalans, Salvadorans, Hondurans, and Mexicans were involved as well. They don't really give a fat rat in the New York tunnel about their children knowing something idiotic, sexual or whatever that they're doing, or anything sexual. It's like, how can I say this? Went in the dentist with a friend of mine. Well, not a friend of mine. Squash that. With an associate that I don't even talk to anymore. How about this little boy had this teenager looking little boy, his mom and his two sisters, I'm assuming came in for an appointment, get up to the counter. Then they went and sat down, she registered in or whatever. They sit down, had my legs crossed, tight jeans on. How about this little boy sitting across from me taking my picture? I said, I tell you what, you better put that camera down and stop facing it at me, or your mom's going to see you get the brakes beat off of you. If I didn't say that, and it was an older couple in there. They had been seen, the male, the two women were in the lobby, Black African women. And one of them said, I saw the flash when he took the picture. My legs are crossed, thighs are sticking out, bulging out. I guess he thought that was fine and he was going to take my picture. Click. I said, you take another one. I'm going to come over there and snatch that camera right out your hand and dare your mama to say something. And the sisters heard me and she heard me and she just sitting there looking. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Yeah, she heard me. Did she do anything? No. Did she say, stop taking her picture? No. Did she say, give me your phone? No. Did I say I'm going to beat your $8 sign? Yes. Yeah, piss me. I'm talking, I'm going to tell you, I analyze every situation. Had this person not, if that had have been just me, and I did tell lady at the front, what's wrong? I said, you better tell this young dude over here to stop taking my picture. That's what you better do. She said, oh my God, who? But I'm going to tell you, this is not my appointment. This is someone else's appointment. I got analytical. Okay, sit down. If this had been my appointment and if the tables were turned, oh, you guys, ooh-wee. I would have walked up to him and said, now delete it. Foot to foot, delete it. Well, if you don't delete that picture out your phone, wee. Yeah, so feeling like they could just do just feel like I'm so tired of people. This is the new age of people. I feel like they can just do what they want to you. Who are you? Okay. Who are you? I am in control over here in my body and what I want to do. And I feel that, y'all don't care what you feel. Yeah. So that's the first thing they did. Second thing she told me that was happening is that she, Either, and like I've said, I'm getting little bits and pieces. I'm remembering little bits and pieces. She either looked across the hall at someone's big screen, because they're going to use big screen TVs. I just recorded. I had two of them where I moved. Two big old 55 Samsung LEDs, baby, was in my apartment, y'all. I had two of them. Where were they? Let me tell you, where are those TVs? Because I need to go to the pawn shop right about now because you guys are stopping me from making money. Where are those TVs? Give them to me so I can put them in this Dodge Caravan since I still do have it. Hello. And I'm fixing to go to the pawn shop with these two TVs I have in here that are somewhere around here. Let me tell you something. No, I didn't have any two TVs. Samsung this or Samsung that in my apartment. This one, I have one. I have one big fit. Well, actually, they were 65. They were 65 inch Samsungs over there. They were doing it up. I have a 55 over here. Y'all get the TVs together. Okay, unplug them, dust them off, and let me call Uber, and I'm fixing to go to the pawn shop because the sister right here needs the money. Where are my TVs? Now, I know how Wi-Fi works. I know how Bluetooth works. I don't care what you guys say. I am not supposed to be getting y'all's connection Bluetooth in my freaking apartment. Ding! Now, what can happen if there is a Bluetooth device in my apartment and it's connected to your Bluetooth TVs, guess what's going to come up on my phone? 55, 65 inch LED TVs are going to come up on my phone. Do you hear me? Yeah. So, third thing she said, well, she looked across the hall or something like that, and that's when she saw her apartment. No. And this is the thing. I got to get this right, because she saw herself on the screen. Literally saw herself on the screen of the big screen TV. So that would have meant she was still in her apartment. There you go. She was still in her apartment and saw the big screen TV and saw, looking across the hall. That's what it was. And saw herself live right there on someone's TV. Not surprised at all. Other thing that she said she saw was Asians. Here we go. An Asian lady. It was just a single person, Asian lady or man. And see, they think they're bold. I'm going to leave that at that. And he had all of these monitors. Closed circuit, whatever. He had these monitors going all the way across his wall in 2 rows. Okay. Guess what he was watching? He was watching in the inside of people's apartments. Now, fast forward so I can complete this. Someone just told me recently, and I don't know who it was, can't remember, don't ask me, because I've been trying to think who that was ever since they told me, or who that is. Someone just recently told me same thing. You know what? And this Asian couple, what is Asian? Okay, just focus on Asian. And it was a he. He has all of these monitors, these TVs going across. TVs. What do they say? Not laptops, TVs. I'm gonna say monitors going across on the wall. And it's like 3 or 4 rows of them, and it's watching in people's apartments. Okay, I forgot what this title is, but it may change to gang stalking. ... Why are Asians buying apartment complexes? Now, some of you guys, I already know where I'm going. Let me give you a scenario. This is number 1. If you go to the apartment management and tell them that you are being you're spied on. Back up, spied on. You don't even know what it is, but you know something is going on. Leasing agent. You go tell the staff. Someone, perfect example, this is what I did. Someone is spying on me, or you know who it is. It doesn't matter. You report it. That's the end of that. Nothing happens. You go to corporate. You know what? I went to that. Well, they have to talk to the regional. I don't want to talk to the regional because the regional, I already talked to the regional. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing happens. Where is it supposed to go from there? You've gone to the office. You've gone to corporate. That's the managing company, rather corporate. Okay. Next thing you think you're smart, you go and look up the owner and find out their name is Bing Boing Bing or Kim Lee. You're thinking, oh, Kim Lee. Oh, I'm finna call Kim Lee because she need to know what's going on. No. You have it twisted. Kim Lee. By the way, you get the Kim Lee is not the Kim Lee American that you are preacher mode, that you are thinking. Kim Lee is Asian, the other Ann. Kim Lee is a dude. Kim Lee is an Asian. Let me ask you guys something. How far you think you'll get once you get in touch with Kim Lee? Look at her, Kim Lee. Kim Lee. I know you know how to speak English. Look at her. What? Yeah, listen, someone is spying on me in my apartment. Have you ever bought hair from an Asian? Try to take it back. Okay. Were you successful? I mean, have you ever bought an outfit from an Asian? Try to take that thing back, because it was just something was wrong with it. How far did you get? Asians know that Asians feel like Americans, by the way, are some of the dumbest people on the planet, straight out the horse's mouth. True. They really, truly feel this. Not only that, not to get political, who owns the U.S.? I've been having this conversation here lately with people. Who owns the U.S.? Now, before you answer, you're going to think the U.S. is not owned by anyone. No territories. No. The U.S. is owned by an entity. You may not think so, but a lot of us are beginning to think so. The U.S. is owned by China. We owe them a whole bunch of money. When you have a country who already knows that another country is beneath them, that they owe us so much money, eventually they're going to realize they owe us so much money. So I guess we can just go on to these apartments. Number two. When you go to, I spoke on hair. And this is stuff I've been noticing. This is my life. I go and buy some hair. I don't frequent their stores a lot, but I have gone in. And when I say their stores, like I said, your hair, weave, whatever you want to call it, wigs. You go to their store. Guess who's running their stores now? I asked someone this and I couldn't believe, knowing they go to their stores all the time. They named every freaking race and then finally got it. Who runs the beauty supply stores in here lately over the last couple of years of Asians? Someone said Asians, the same person. It's Asian, black, Mexicans. Okay, let's take it a little further. 3. Am I the only one that's been noticing that Hispanics and Asians are getting together and having relationships and having babies? As a matter of fact, the apartment I moved from, one of the base apartments, a base apartment, guys, by the way, is the apartment that I just mentioned. An apartment that has all the camera footage in it, just like surveillance. They got all these cameras. This row and this row going all the way across a wall, maybe just whomever, apartment 102, apartment this, they're watching every single freaking thing. Yeah, they had 2 kids, boy and a girl, Asian and Mexican. Please don't think I'm being prejudiced. I'm just in your face telling you what's going on. If I wanted to take over a country or something like that, not saying that a whole bunch of agents are coming over, but notice there's a lot of people here, you guys. Different countries. A lot of people are saying that they're coming in. But if I wanted to, if I have a bigger plan to do something, I'm smart, and I am. I'm Asian. I'm going to come over a bigger plan, and I'm going to get with the race that has the masses. I'm going to get with the race that has been, not really under the rock here lately, because they haven't. As a matter of fact, on the totem pole of finances and expansion and moving along like George, moving up like George and Wheezy, it would be the Hispanics. The blacks or the Black Africans are the ones that are stagnant. We are. Not surprisingly so. The Black Africans are stagnant. The Mexicans, they're masses of Hispanics. So when the Asians come over, I think that would be who they want to get with, to side with them. All right. So they're having kids and having relationships with Hispanics, and having kids with them. Now, like I said, please don't think I'm being prejudiced. I'm just keeping it real. When have you known of Asians to get with any other race than their own? Never. Hardly ever. I mean, there's some biracial people. Dad was in the military, he met this lady, I got it. But it's not in the masses. The Asians are the ones who have the base apartments, as I mentioned. This is number 4. They're the ones who have the base apartments, okay? Which explains why the Asians are buying apartment complexes. You go complain, nothing's going to happen, because you go to the end. Now something can happen. I mean, you have to pursue it. But you go to the end of the world to try to file a complaint on being spied on, and you're going to dead end right at the doorstep or at the mailbox of an Asian. Probably not going to get too much handled that way. Okay. And then this is why they're buying a lot of real estate and things here in the U.S., because they're making, check out the Blue Cup in the Attic playlist. One of them is called Gang Stalking ... How they spend the $16 million a month. They are getting paid so much freaking money, you guys, hands down, on watching people, mostly Black African women and then Black African couples in their domains. They don't even know, most of you guys, that it's happening, and they are getting paid off of you if you move and you are targeted and you don't even know you're targeted, but you have a big old booty or whatever, and good God Almighty, someone loves how you take a shower. So they're watching you. You're going to be stalked and followed because you are their money bag, as mentioned before. Okay? You're going to be stalked and followed. Asians usually invest in the most popular markets, and believe it or not, Black African women are a hot commodity in other countries other than the U.S. Very, very true statement. A lot of people, that's gonna hit a lot of people in the head. It's gonna be a wow factor with a lot of people, and some people are not gonna agree, and I can accept that. Very true statement. The U.S. is the only country on this planet. Well, no, I can't say on this planet. The United States is almost the only country, there we go, on the planet where Black African women are not revered as the most beautiful women. Very true statement. And I've had people getting mad at me. Are you thinking I'm saying it because I'm Black African? I just keep it real. I wouldn't care if I were orange. I have to keep it real. That is a true statement. Very true statement. And because we are not in places normally where, we're just sprinkled around in a couple here and a couple sprinkle of us here. We're not in these other countries where we're revered as the most beautiful women. So what happens is that the best way to get us to the person or the people is to do live feed porn. Involuntary porn. Oh, look at that big old booty right there. Good God Almighty. She don't even know she's being watched. Oh my God. She takes her clothes off and she walks through her apartment. This is what me, just as an example, I know someone else. Someone lady just told me, was it Monday? She said, I walk through my apartment in a nude all the time. Yeah, girl, stop. Don't. Oh, you're hurting me. And I'm not a lesbian, trust me. Yeah, cut it short. Cut it out. Because, first thing's going to happen, they're going to wonder why she stopped doing that. Oh, you guys, please forgive the sniffles. Please forgive the sniffles. I am recording and someone is asleep and they are clearing their nose. Okay. Another thing, number 7, that they're doing for some reason. I heard about this and I didn't know how true it was. Some things I hear, I just overlook it. Like, nah, come on. That's it. I'm through with it. I don't believe it. One of the things I've heard recently, especially when I first got on this same platform that I told you, scroll down and you'll see my 34 collections link if it's there. Let me say that once again, Google is getting rid of the platform April the 2nd. Right below that, what I didn't say is right below that is the main brand page for those collections. And that's where the collections are created from the brand page. And when I first got on that platform at some point, I was in a Black community. You can have collections and you can create communities. And there was a Black community created called Black Google or something like that, Black Google Plus. And in that community, you get a lot of riff-raff stuff. You really don't, lots of members. And I got out, got back in, got out several times. So just some things I don't want to hear. One of the things that that would come across the posts on and off was how Black African people are being studied because we are able to. One of the reasons is because we're able to. Well, no, the reason is because how are they able to retain their their age retention? And why do Black people stay so young looking? I'm going to tell you, there's been people kidnapped behind this. I'm not joking. I'm not making this up. And good God Almighty, He knows. The good Lord knows. If I didn't have to talk about this, you guys, I'm not trying to be funny. I wouldn't. I would be at my computer doing my work. I'm making some money. That's simple. Simple. Very simple. Or preparing my dinner for the, I would be doing something other than what I'm doing right now. Okay. But I always grab the bull by the horns. I let it go because that's what I am. Oh, let that go. Let the bull go because that's your cousin. It's your brother. Being of the astrological sign that I am, I grab the bull by the horn, but then I let it go. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, cuz. Homeo. But yeah, that's what's going on. Is that another thing, number 7, that they are supposedly studying, and they can, I'm going to leave it at they are supposedly studying Black African people because we can retain our age. And so how are they able to do that? Which I can see why. We're all human. So why is it that Black African people are able to retain their age? Well, Black African people can say, why is it white people hair grows so long? But you don't see any of us studying, and even though I can give some facts on that, but you don't see, because of my hair products and skin products. And by the way, I said this, the twist pudding that I have, you can scroll down and order it. I said that, but I'm also coming out with my own skincare line, and that'll be later on. There you go. And the name of twist pudding is not the official name of the product. That's just the name that I gave it temporarily, so that you guys can order it and all of that. But the name that I've chosen is under wraps. Okay, it's all locked up. Okay, trade secret for right now. I can't do anything here, so I'm not gonna do anything with that. Okay, I had to tell you that. But yeah, so they want to know how is it that they can look so young? Okay, another thing is stealing ideas. You guys, oh gosh, gotta do a sue for the Blue Cup in the Attic on this alone. And sometimes when I mention these things that they're notes for me, you gotta do that. You guys, stealing ideas of residents. Do you know how many people have had, with gang stalking, electronic stalking, group stalking, etc., how many people have had their ideas stolen because they went to work and left a pad that had all kinds of information on the counter? Inside job, maintenance comes in, looks at it, writes this down, write that. You're being watched, you guys. You're on surveillance. You are on surveillance if this is happening to you. You are on surveillance. Every single thing that you do, every single thing that you put on the cabinet, every single time that you every single time that you fart, okay? I bet you they can see your fart. Oh, she just farted. She needs to cut it out. Did y'all hear that? Yeah, she needs to cut it out. Not smell that. Did y'all hear it? Or did y'all see that, man? She farted. I mean, and how would they know? Every single thing that you are doing, they see. You go change your light bulb, they saw it. What you put in your food, your recipes, every single thing you do. Every single thing you do. As a matter of fact, when you get through listening to this, I want you to keep saying, every single thing I do. Every single thing I do. From one bedroom to the other room. Every single thing I do. You vacuum your floor. You have a roommate. They're your virtual roommates. And I'm going to tell you, it's worse than a roommate, because a roommate's going to go in their room and they're going to close their door and they're going to have sex, do whatever they need to do, go to their restroom and get on the toilet. They're not going to be concerned in most cases with what you're doing. They have to go to work like you have to go to work. Maybe the same job, different job. They have a life. These people, perps, gang stalkers, they don't have a life. Even if they go to work, they don't have a life. They are infatuated with you and your life. So when you do go to the restroom, leaving out of one room to go into another, guess what? They're in there with you. When you do wipe, take your tampon out. I'm just going to give it to you like it should be. Take your tampon out, put another one in. When you do wipe, oh my God, you looked at your bowel movement on that toilet tissue. Ugh. Everything you do, they see you. And if I didn't say it like that before, when I was repeating it, that's what I should have said. Everything you do, they see you. What color are those doorknobs? Oh my God, this is how she makes that. You choose. Oh, I know her passcode to the computer. When she leaves, we're going to log in and everything you do, they see you. From one room to the next. There is no place for you to hide. And I'm not talking about one person looking at you. Oh no. Because if one person looking at you, what would happen if one person were watching you, even if they were going from room to room? They would miss something. They have two eyeballs. I don't care what kind of equipment they have. They're going to miss something because they're farting and moving around, doing all this. No, they're going to miss something. But you get 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 65. Can I go on? People watching you. Someone's going to see something you're doing. Ooh, she put that money up off in that vase. They got all those little coin, them little, what is that, that glass and stuff. She put it right in the money. She put it right in the bottom. Y'all didn't see that? 10 of them didn't, 50 did. Gang stalked. That's what it's all about. Having multiple people watch you at different times. Most of them are on a schedule. If someone has to go to work, guess what? Someone has to take over. Really? Okay. Number 10. Speaking of taking over, there is a fear of Black African people taking over as we were. I had to come to the conclusion, not just saying it, the original people of the planet. We were. and this is being discovered. And I'm going to tell you, some of the people who discovered this years ago were white people. So please, once again, don't think I'm being prejudiced. A lot of people hear things they just don't want to hear. You got to open your ears up and be receptive of facts. That doesn't mean Black African people are better than white people. White people are better than Black African people. It is a fact. We were everywhere on this planet. Someone brought it to my attention. I saw the facts of it. I was like, oh my God, those are cornrows. White people do not wear cornrows, okay? So, yeah, we were here. Move forward. Get over it. We were here. We were in China. We were in Asia. We were in Cambodia. If you go to Cambodia, Cambodia is the #1 tourist spot on the planet. Check it out. Who would have thunk it? When I saw Cambodia, knew of Cambodia, I was a kid. And guess what? People were sending money to Cambodia because they were starving. Some of you remember that? The commercials about Cambodia. Guess what? What they're not telling you and didn't tell you, and we didn't know this, is that Cambodia, #1, is the most visited tourism place on the planet. And 2, guess who was there? Black African people. Asia. Guess who lived in Asia? China. We were there. So no bragging. Moving right along. So there's this fear that enslavement would defeat us asking for our rights of ownership to lands, properties, monies, etc. that actually belong to us. It really does, you guys. Woohoo. Please don't get it twisted. Black African people are a part of the outcome. Our personalities and are not having monies and things are the results of things being stolen. Ooh, that hurt a lot of people. I just keep it real. The reason why we're broke, because of you. You plural. You dead. You alive. Still hanging on string. Taking your last breath. You, whatever race it is, Chinese, Spanish, Chinese, Haitian, not Haitian, Chinese, Asian, German. Okay? Keep it real, you guys, at all times. These may be something you don't want to hear, but it is the truth. All right? This is number 10. The fear of Black African people taking over. This is why this is going on. There's something going on the surface, you guys. This is not just people, even though they're making money, easy money, even though they're being dissected, the organization, as I speak right now, it is deeper than what you think. This has been going on. This has been going on. I'm telling you, I went all the way back to 2008, 9, and I thought 8. It was 8. Y'all, I'm not going to keep up with me. The Blue Cup in the Attic, circumstance or evidence. Okay. I have the Blue Cup in the Attic playlist, and I also have the Blue Cup in the Attic circumstance or evidence in parentheses. Okay. And that is me realizing, me knowing in my heart that I was spied on before I realized I'm being spied on. Things that were happening. Number 11, the Illuminati is involved in some way. Ooh, now that one right there, that's going to put another hour and a half on this right here. Can't let it happen. The Illuminati. Do you believe in the Illuminati? Do you believe they exist? Let me tell you guys something right now. I just had this conversation with someone, although she's asleep right now. You guys, please stop saying Beyonce and her man and all of these people. Do your research. Do you guys know what the Illuminati is? Do you even know what it is? Stop just saying things. Even some people that claim that they're being stalked. Oh my God. You are not being stalked. You stole their money. They want their money back. Come on. Ooh, they stalking me up. Maybe if you go put that money on the porch and call them and tell them it's on the porch, it'll stop. Come on now, y'all stop. And then the government is spying. You know, I'm going to tell you guys this. I just saw a video and ooh, I was trying to press that comment button, y'all. I was trying to press the comment button, but it wasn't working. You know why it wasn't working? Because they had it disabled. They already knew. 1,000 people had watched the video already. When you say the government is watching people, according to, you know, what I've been talking about, the blue cup in the attic, spying, gang stalking, group stalking, electronic stalking, etc., etc., and you have comments disabled, y'all move to the next video. Because if you were keeping it real, you wouldn't have your comments disabled. You have it disabled because you know people are going to get on your stuff. And because there are people on the planet who can dish it out and can't take it, there you go. Moving right along. The next one, the residue. The idiots, the lowest on the totem pole, the idiots, lost souls, especially perps that are lured in with lies, etc., and paid crumbs under the table to unknowingly help them with their plan. Asians, I'll say it again, have always thought that Black African people are the dumbest people on the planet. Americans, I say it, but even more so, Black Africans. Let me say that again. Clarification of the first thing of when I said it earlier. And I had to say it that way then. I'm saying it this way now. Asians not only think that Americans are the dumbest people on the planet, they especially Black African people. As a whole, thank you. As a whole. Earlier, forgot to say it, as a whole. And 13, lastly, taking control of the U.S. I'm going to tell you something. Even though we are owned by China, and you can say what you want to say, post your comments below. We are owned by China. We owe them so much freaking money, and that's what I mean when I say we're owned, OWNED. We're owned by China. Keep it real. China people, they love money. They want their money back. And as it stands, are they going to get it? I mean, you got a president that's building a wall that, you know, that billion. How is it? They probably say, how you building a wall and you owe us so much money? You know how this goes. That's like someone owes you $100, right? They owe you $100. Okay. They haven't given it to you yet. You still working. You still have a job. You still have a bank account. You still have a car. You still have a home. Concerts coming up. Oh my God. I'm going to go see. Let me see who you're going to go see in preacher mode. I am going to go see. No, let's just say Michael Jackson was still alive. Ooh, wheat. He's still alive, y'all. He is in concert. Now let me tell you something. That ticket right there. I'm going to be honest. Go on YouTube, you guys. You got it. Okay. And some of you saw this when it was live or when it was sent, you know, when it was shown. I think this happened in 2013. Go on YouTube and do a search on Michael Jackson hologram. And see Michael Jackson dead, dancing on a stage, doing what he does. You know how much money I would have paid for that ticket? And the man is dead. So someone owes you some money. They owe you $100. You still kicking it. You know what? Man, he ain't gave my money yet, man. What? He ain't gave your money? Man, he better not ask me for a jack. You go to the concert and you sitting there prepping, which is a dance, old school. You was like, oh my God, moonwalking Michael Jackson. And you said, wait, hold on, man, hold on. I know that head right there from somewhere. What? Now this head is like, what, 50 rows or what, I'm gonna be honest, okay, 35 rows in front of you. Man, wait, you know how they dance because y'all went to school together. They used to dance just like Michael Jackson. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. No one wants to be defeated. It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking. I mean, this person had the jacket on, the member's jacket with the black on, the black and white, the leather, had their hair slicked back on the side. They just knew they were Michael Jackson when y'all went to school. You sitting there looking like, oh, wait, hold on, dude, hold on. Now, I know, man, you. Look up there, man. Look up there. Who you talking about, man? You get out the way, let him get. Whose head is that? I don't know, man. I don't know who head that is. Man, keep looking. Y'all not even dancing no more. Whose head is that? Oh, man. I know that's not. How did he get in front of y'all 35 rows and he owes you $100? I mean, he has really good seats. Or at least one. How did that happen? China. We owe China some money, y'all. Guess what China's gonna do? China want their money, but they just can't. Give my money back, man. You better get. Well, all right. Now, China know not to mess with the U.S. Are you for real? We know not for really and we know not to mess with China because we owe them money. China's going to get their money back, y'all. Okay, I'm just saying. China's going to get their money back. Do you think China may be trying to take ownership on the cool of the U.S.? I'm just saying. Give us our money. Or better yet, y'all owe us money so we can come over and do what we want. We fix to buy some of this real estate, some of these apartments, put all these cameras in the apartments and all that, get it crunked up. And we're going to take pictures of y'all citizens and we're going to send them over in the different spots and make $16 million a month. And we're going to give this some breadcrumbs to the perps because we don't like Black African people. We don't like Americans, period. But guess what? You owe us money. So we want our money back. We're going to get it any kind of way we have to. That's what's going on, you guys. In a nutshell, that's 13 of them. You guys, please pay attention to what's going on. Asians are buying these apartment complexes, you guys, and Asians have never had a vested interest of any kind or of a minuscule amount in the U.S. Okay? They don't want no real estate over here. They didn't. They're getting with the Hispanics, having babies. The Hispanics are part of this spying. A very, very, very large part of it. They've gotten together. They found a way to make some money. Look at all the Hispanic businesses, as I mentioned. Lucrative businesses. I'm talking corporations. Not saying, you guys, please stop thinking I'm prejudiced. I just keep it real. I see it. I talk about it. That's it. Keep it simple. They're buying this. Pretend like I have no color on me, you guys. I'm not Black African. I don't have no color. I just keep it real. I'm just telling you guys what's going on. You have to delve further into this than what you're doing. The Asians and the Hispanics are getting together, having babies. The Asians are working in their stores, over here in the U.S. And I'm going to tell you, any plan to take down anyone and to take them down, take the masses down, is going to take a substantial amount of time. You just can't come in and say, oh, you know what, we're going to do. No, you can't. No, agents are smart. And you can squash that last one if you want to. I'm just keeping it real. Something is going on, you guys. Something is going on, and I may be dead tomorrow, but please remember, Kimmy, something is going on. Wyatt brought it to our attention because all I had to do was find out where I stood in the mix, in the pie. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. I got haters to the left, haters to the right, haters up above me, haters to the back. I mean, I can make a rap song out of y'all. I'm serious, right here on the spot. What's really going on? Who are you? Why are you spying on me? Why are you following me? You know why they following me, you guys? I'm not you. Oops. I'm not speaking, I'm just speaking on Black African people. I'm not you. Oprah, she would be followed. She would. People, if Oprah didn't have her home where it is, a home she had, if she was just as who she is right now, listen to this. If Oprah was whom she is right now, did her shows and syndication, blah, 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 but she lived not in a place where she was secluded from a whole bunch of riffraff. You talk about the paparazzi. Forget them. The paparazzi wouldn't even mess with her because they'd be like, something ain't right with their picture. I don't have to chase after her. They're smart. Why would she be, nah, I better leave that alone. I'm not taking no pictures of Oprah. A dumb smart person. Or a smart dumb person. You can do that either way. Yeah, they Oprah girl, she got in a shower. I saw, ooh, y'all look at her. If y'all only do, it is more to Oprah than meets the eye. You know, I'm just saying, people would do that to her. So you guys, you can just open your eyes, you guys, and know it's not all about you. Even if this is not happening to you, even if you know in your heart, Oprah, for instance, Oprah is secluded from the world, so she's protected. Thank you, Jesus, and I'm happy for her for that. But you guys, please know, she, as an example, she has the money to do that. She can do it, and I don't want anything to happen to her. But it's some of us out here, man. We're in there. And when I was that, and every time I go back another year and go back on another incident and go back on how I was in, not going into detail, how I was on the second floor of this building, you know, my office. I've had several offices over the years, and I go back and I'm like, you remember when you were spending the night in that office? You remember the smoke that you smelled all of a sudden? Where's this smoke coming from? You remember when you would go in there and take a I'm not going to say what kind of bath. Y'all ladies know what kind of bath it is. You go in there because you've been spending the night in there and working hard. I'm a hard worker, you guys. And you would take your towel and your soap in there in that bathroom and you would, yeah. And you remember hearing something above your head every time. But you're on the second floor and there's only 2 floors. I've been spied on for a long time, y'all. So I gotta go. Hasta la vista. Please post your comments below. Hasta la vista. Buenas Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Please know that if there are corrections for this video, if I messed up something, left something out, want to retract something, and whatever, you will see that in the text at the very top where the text is posted. It will say before watching. And it'll also, there will be a time indicated where the error occurred or the correction. And I will go into what I should have said. Okay. So let me go over this again. Oh, let me see. I got my eyes closed, y'all. Hold on. What was I saying? Buenos noches. Hasta la vista. Bueno. No. Y'all, I forgot my little exit. My little exit cue. My little exit thing. Let me see. I gotta go, you guys. Hasta la vista. Boy, okay. Woo. I had to say what I usually say in front. Go to sleep. Hasta la vista. Buenas Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. And some of y'all need to let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Ciao Bella. Ciao Bello. Gotta go. Smooches. Bye. Please post your comments below, you guys. Let me know what you think of the video. And once again, please subscribe to that YouTube channel. Mine. So that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post up. Smooches. Love you. Bye.